From setback to comeback. The power of bouncing back. Body text. Welcome back to Inspired Steps, where today, we'll dive deep into the transformative power of a comeback. Life is full of challenges, disappointments, and setbacks, but what truly defines our journey is how we rise after falling. Every successful person you've ever admired has faced moments of failure, difficulty, or rejection. But what set them apart is their ability to get back up, dust themselves off, and come back even stronger than before. Let's explore the art of bouncing back from setbacks, starting with a story of one of the greatest comebacks in history, one that's filled with lessons that are still relevant to us today. The story of Michael Jordan, the comeback king. In the world of basketball, Michael Jordan is a name synonymous with greatness. His records, accolades, and sheer dominance on the court are legendary. However, Jordan's path to becoming the GOAT, greatest of all time, wasn't smooth. In fact, it's marked by a massive setback that could have derailed his career forever. In 1993, Jordan made an unprecedented decision. He retired from basketball at the peak of his career. This wasn't just any retirement. Jordan walked away from the game after leading the Chicago Bulls to 3 consecutive NBA championships. At the time, it seemed like the end of an era. Fans were devastated. The NBA lost its brightest star, and basketball would never be the same without Jordan. But that wasn't the end of the story. Jordan's retirement lasted less than 2 years. In 1995, after a brief stint in professional baseball, Jordan made an even bigger headline. He returned to the NBA with the words, "I'm back." His comeback was not only a triumph for basketball fans, but it became a symbol of resilience, perseverance, and the power of belief in oneself. Upon his return, Jordan led the Chicago Bulls to another 3 consecutive championships. He didn't just come back, he came back stronger than ever. His story is not just one of incredible athleticism, but of the resilience to overcome the odds and reclaim greatness. Why we fall. Understanding setbacks. We all face setbacks in life, be it in our careers, relationships, health, or personal ambitions. Setbacks can come in many forms: a job loss, a failed business venture, a personal loss, or simply not achieving what we hoped for in the time we expected. No one is immune to challenges, but understanding why we fall is key to learning how to get back up. One of the fundamental reasons we experience setbacks is because we stretch ourselves. When we push toward our goals, we're bound to encounter obstacles. These challenges test our limits, our resilience, and our commitment. But instead of viewing these setbacks as failures, we should see them as stepping stones, tools that shape us into stronger versions of ourselves. Here's the thing: it's not the setback that defines us, it's how we respond to it. People who understand this mindset are the ones who ultimately succeed. Setbacks can teach us important lessons. They show us where we need to grow, what we need to improve, and where we might need to pivot or rethink our approach. The key to making a comeback is taking responsibility for your response to adversity. Are you going to stay down, or are you going to use that moment as a catalyst to push forward? The science behind bouncing back. There's a scientific explanation behind why some people seem to bounce back faster and stronger than others. It's not magic or pure luck, it's resilience, a trait that can be developed and strengthened with practice. Resilience is your ability to recover quickly from difficulties and adapt to challenges. Research shows that resilience is linked to mental toughness, emotional regulation, and a growth mindset. When setbacks occur, resilient individuals don't see them as permanent. Instead, they understand that they are temporary obstacles that can be overcome with time, effort, and the right mindset. One crucial component of resilience is emotional regulation. Resilient people are able to process their emotions, such as fear, disappointment, or frustration, without letting them control their actions. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, they channel those emotions into motivation. They don't let failure define them, they let it drive them to improve and push through challenges. Another important factor is mental toughness. the ability to stay focused and keep moving forward, even when the going gets tough. Mental toughness is built through experience, especially when we face difficult situations. It's not something we're born with, it's something we develop by confronting adversity head-on. Rebuilding after a setback. Practical steps. No matter how big or small the setback, there are practical steps we can take to bounce back and rebuild. Here's how to begin. 1. Acknowledge the setback. The first step in overcoming any setback is accepting it. Don't ignore the problem, don't deny it, and don't avoid it. Acknowledge what happened, understand how it affects you, and reflect on what you can learn from it. This doesn't mean beating yourself up, but it does mean facing the reality of the situation. 2. Reframe the situation. How you view your setback matters. Instead of seeing it as a failure, reframe it as an opportunity for growth. This shift in perspective is crucial because it moves you from victim mode to problem-solving mode. Every failure has the potential to make you better, stronger, and more prepared for future challenges. 3. Set new goals. After a setback, it's easy to feel lost or uncertain about what comes next. The key is to set new, realistic goals. These goals don't have to be massive. Start small, but make them achievable. And remember, these new goals should be aligned with what you've learned from the setback. Your comeback should be built on new knowledge, skills, or perspectives. 4. Develop a plan. Once you've set your goals, develop a clear action plan. This plan should be specific, measurable, and time-bound. Break it down into small, manageable steps that will help you reach your goal. This will give you a sense of direction and purpose, which is essential when you're trying to rebuild. 5. Take action, even when it's hard. The hardest part of any comeback is taking action. When things aren't going well, it's easy to fall into the trap of overthinking, procrastination, or self-doubt. But the only way to get back on track is to act. Even if your steps are small, keep moving forward. The more you act, the more momentum you build. 6. Surround yourself with support. Going through a setback can feel lonely, but it's important to lean on others for support. Find a mentor, a friend, or a community that can help you stay accountable and encouraged. Having someone to talk to or someone who believes in you can make all the difference. 7. Stay committed. A setback is a temporary roadblock, not the end of the journey. Stay committed to your goals, even when it seems like everything is working against you. Persistence and commitment will keep you moving forward, and your comeback will be that much more powerful when you emerge victorious. The art of the comeback. Final thoughts. Life's setbacks aren't just obstacles, they're opportunities in disguise. Every time you face a challenge, you have the chance to come back stronger, smarter, and more resilient. The power of a comeback is not about ignoring the pain or pretending the setback didn't happen. It's about embracing the journey, learning from your mistakes, and coming back with even more determination than before. Remember, it's not the setbacks that define you, it's how you rise from them. Whether you're looking to rebuild after a personal loss, career failure, or any other obstacle, the principles of resilience and commitment will serve you well. Just like Michael Jordan, who became the greatest player of all time after his own comeback, you too can turn setbacks into opportunities for growth and success. The road may be long and the journey might be tough, but the greatest comebacks are often the ones that teach us the most about who we really are. Thank you for tuning into Inspired Steps. If you're feeling motivated by this story, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with anyone who could use a little inspiration to bounce back from life's challenges. Stay tuned for more, and remember, no setback is permanent if you have the courage to rise again.